this is Kailyn and Eric, and today we have a special movie reaction for you. We are going to be watching Shawshank Redemption, which neither of us have seen, obviously. I don't really know anything about, except I think it's a war movie.
Oh yeah? Is that your guess? You think it's a war movie?
Is it not a war movie?
I have no idea, actually.
You don't know what it's about?
Well, I had some inclination as to what it was about, but now you're making me second guess myself. I know. Yeah. Do you know who's in this movie at all, or any?
No.
No? Okay. You might be confusing it with Saving Private Ryan.
Maybe.
All I know is that we can expect to be seeing one Morgan Freeman in this. But other than that, I have no background knowledge on Shawshank. This was voted the movie to watch by our patrons on Patreon. So this is actually our third reaction to a movie on this channel. We do show reactions, we do game playthroughs as well. And so right now we are excited to add a little bit of a different flavor to our channel, and that is watch this movie, which is considered a classic. I think I caught some flack last time for calling Gladiator a cult classic, but that's neither here nor there in regards to this movie. But yeah, no, Shawshank Redemption is beloved by many, and so we are excited to see why that is. I have a feeling it's going to be emotional to a certain extent, that it's going to have some emotional weight and gravitas to it. But other than that, yeah, I genuinely have no idea. I thought it had something to do with a prison. So I think any promotional images I've seen had to do with some prison garb. So I have no idea.
I'm gonna say I'm wrong.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it's both. But yeah, we're a married couple, and on this channel we love reacting to amazing storytelling. We've been watching Breaking Bad. That's one of the things. We watch a lot of Star Wars stuff. We play some great video games. And if you hear any weird background noises, it may be our cat running around.
Yeah, I've been watching him walk around the room. He's like all scared of our equipment.
Yes.
He's like,
there's something different going on. So if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We're happy to be here, happy to have you here, and we're going to get into this. Wait, this isn't an episode. We're going to get into this movie reaction. It's going to be fun.
if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and you can go check out our Patreon to get the full-length uncut reaction, as well as to support the channel and be able to vote in polls for what our next reactions will be.
Especially for the movie reactions. We're going to try to do that more often.
We love you guys over on Patreon, and we're excited to watch this with you.
Yeah, we actually just posted today some lists of movies that we have seen. We've seen a lot of movies, but there are some classics that we have not seen. And so with that in mind, on our Patreon is access to, okay. All right.
Say hi, Marley.
Anyway, all that to say, let us get into this movie, The Shawshank Redemption. Drink of choice for tonight is iced tea.
Oh, it's you.
Who is that? Do you recognize who that is?
Oh, no, I thought it was,
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes,
Yeah.
it looked exactly like him from the side.
There's a resemblance.
That was weird.
I did notice Clancy Brown there in the opening credits.
Yes, Mr. Krabs.
Okay.
Mr. Dufresne, describe the confrontation you had with your wife the night
Oh,
she
no.
was murdered.
Oh no.
Yikes.
It was very bitter. She said she was glad I knew, and she wanted a divorce in Reno. I told her I would not grant one.
I'll see you in hell before I see you in Reno. Those were the words you used, Mr. Dufresne, according to the testimony of your neighbors.
I really don't remember. I was upset.
Len Quinton, the golf pro at the Snowden Hills Country Club, the man you had recently discovered was your wife's lover. Did you follow her?
Went to a few bars first. Later, I drove to his house to confront them. They weren't home, so I parked in the turnout.
With what
no.
intention?
I'm not sure. I was confused, drunk. I think mostly I wanted to scare them.
When they arrived, you went up to the house and murdered them.
No. I was sobering up. I got back in the car and I drove home. Along the way, I stopped and I threw my gun into the Royal River.
Well, where I get hazy is where the cleaning woman shows up the following morning and finds your wife in bed with her lover riddled with .38 caliber bullets.
Weird.
Now, does that strike you as a fantastic coincidence, Mr. Dufresne, or is it just me? Police dragged that river for 3 days and nary a gun was found. So there could be no comparison made between your gun and the bullets. Very convenient.
Since I am innocent of this crime, sir, I find it decidedly inconvenient that the gun was never found.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard all the evidence. You know all the facts. We have footprints, tire tracks. We have bullets strewn on the ground which bear his fingerprints. We have a beautiful young woman and her lover lying dead in each other's arms.
Yikes.
But was their crime so great as to merit a death sentence? A revolver holds 6 bullets, not 8. Hot-blooded crime of passion. That at least could be understood, if not condoned. This was revenge of a much more brutal, cold-blooded nature. Consider this: 4 bullets per victim. Not 6 shots fired, but 8. He fired the gun empty.
Reloaded.
And then stopped to reload.
You strike me as a particularly icy and remorseless man, Mr. Dufresne. It chills my blood just to look at you. By the power vested in me by the state of Maine, I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back.
Oh, wow.
2 life
One
sentences.
for each of your victims.
Well, that's that. You think he did it? I don't know.
Seems like it, but
We're definitely meant to believe that that is what makes the most sense. Well, here we go.
how
Or-
old is he now?
We see by your
I have no
file
idea.
you served 20 years of a life sentence.
Comment below.
You feel you've been
He's looked the
rehabilitated.
same for so long.
Oh, yes.
He's one of those actors.
I learned my lesson. I can honestly say that I'm a changed man.
Oh, wow. That's sad. He's always such a comforting presence.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Red. How'd it go? Same old shit. I'm up for rejection next week.
I'm up for rejection.
Pump me a deck.
Get the fuck out of my face, will you, man? You went to me for 5 packs already.
There must be
What
a
is
con
the-
like me in every prison in America. I'm the guy who can get it for you. I'm a regular Sears and Roebuck.
What's the time period?
I don't know.
When Andy Dufresne came to me in 1949 and asked me to smuggle
There you go.
Mr. Hayworth into the prison for him, I told him, no problem.
That's really funny.
1949. Post-war.
Is this the prison?
Yeah, that's
Why
a
is it
mega
so pretty?
complex.
I just mean the building's so pretty.
Yeah, right. I guess most prisons are
They don't make
quite
buildings
large.
like that anymore.
But yes, it's not brutalist. It's more classical well, not classical, more classic American architecture.
Andy came to Shawshank Prison in early 1947 for murdering his wife and the fella she was banging.
We've been to Maine, only the
Yes.
very southeastern tip.
Along the coast. It was lovely.
Right.
In the fall.
Yeah. Why are they applauding?
New batch of prisoners. It's like the initiation.
You speak English, butt steak?
Butt stick? That was weird. Butt stick?
People dressed so much nicer back then.
Yes, they did.
It's crazy.
Seen such a sorry-looking heap of maggot shit in all my life.
Even the prisoners, they have like hats and like,
Yeah.
it's so funny, this style.
Wow.
All right, who's your horse?
That little sack of shit. 8 from the front. He'll be first.
Oh, bullshit. I'll take that action.
Yeah, me too.
You're out some smoke, son. Let me tell you. I'll take the chubby fat ass there, the 5th one from the front.
I must admit I didn't think much of Andy the first time I laid eyes on him. Looked like a stiff breeze would blow him over.
Tall drink of water with a silver spoon up his ass.
Never happened.
10 cigarettes.
That's a rich bet.
All right, who's gonna prove me wrong? Haywood? Digger? Skeets?
Floyd.
Chain gang. Wonder what that feels like.
Bad.
Obviously. I guess I just mean like with like people like tension behind you, tension in front of you, you know? I don't know.
Mr. Hadley, he's captain of the guards.
There he is.
I'm Mr. Norton, the warden.
Who?
You
Clancy.
are convicted felons.
Oh my gosh, he's so young.
Yeah, I know.
He looks so different.
Yeah.
Rule number 1, no blasphemy. I'll not have the Lord's name taken in vain in my prison. The other rules,
Ironic.
figure out as you go along.
He's like, I run a
Any
classy prison. Oh my gosh.
Eat when we say you eat.
No blasphemy.
I believe in 2 things, discipline and the Bible. Here you'll receive both. Hereafter, cash belongs to me. Welcome to Shawshank.
What the heck?
Shawshank. Oh, Shawshank Prison. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's called. Did they say that already? I don't know.
Wow. Hosed off like animals in a cage. It's crazy. Delouse? What is that?
Why would they do that right after they rinsed him? What's the point of that?
To prevent
night's the
lice,
toughest.
I'm
No doubt about
assuming.
it. They
But
march
yeah,
you
that's
in,
weird.
make you the- Somebody always breaks down crying. The only question is, who's it gonna be? It's as good a thing to bet on as any, I guess.
They were betting on who cries.
I had my money on Andy Dufresne.
Well, you're there. I can hear you breathing. This place ain't so bad. I'll introduce you around. I know a couple of big old bull queers that just love to make your acquaintance. Especially that big white mushy butt of yours. God!
He won the bet.
Where's Fitz? Where's Fitz? I want to go home.
Oh my goodness.
That crisis is happy horse shit.
He took the Lord's name in vain. I'm telling the Lord.
You'll be telling him about the ton up your ass.
God, let me out of here.
What is your malfunction, you fat barrel of monkey spunk?
He's got a very eclectic language.
I ain't gonna count to 3.
Man, shut up.
Open that cell.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Wow.
So we don't like him.
Clearly.
If I hear so much as a mouse fart in here the rest of the night, you will all visit the infirmary.
Wow. Brutal.
Please take that tub of shit down to the infirmary.
Gruel.
Don't. Gruel.
The worst part was the Dementors.
Okay.
Oh
Ew.
God. Nasty.
Are you going to eat that?
Hadn't planned on it.
Do you mind?
Wow. Oh, wow. They're flavorful,
Nice and ripe.
aren't they? Oh. Oh.
What?
Jake says thank you. Fell out of his nest over by the plate shop.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought that was gonna be gross.
I'm gonna look after him until he's big enough to fly.
But it was wholesome.
Here he comes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Fine morning, isn't it? Look at that. Standing sky. Oh, Lord.
Cancer. Yum.
Richmond, Virginia. Hey, Tyrell, you pulling infirmary duty this week? How's that horse of mine doing anyway?
Did?
What?
Adley busted his head up pretty good.
Oh my
Going
gosh.
home for the night. Poor bastard laid there till this morning. By then, hell, it wasn't nothing we could do.
He killed him.
That's
What was
crazy.
his name?
What the heck?
What'd you say?
What the heck?
I was just wondering if anyone knew his name.
Fuck do you care, new fish? Doesn't fucking matter what his name was. He's dead.
How does that work?
Does he not have any
Like,
repercussions?
yeah,
for doing that?
consequences?
I don't.
The guy doesn't
He
have any like
murdered
family that's gonna
someone
be
in
like.
the prison.
I don't know.
I don't know how that's allowed.
Anybody get to you yet? Hey, we all need friends in here. I could be a friend to you. Hey. Hard to get. I like that.
Oh gosh.
Dangers
Handicapped.
all
I
around.
just keep thinking of The Office. Oh,
I
you
know,
would
I know.
love
I know, I
His
know.
mind.
I'm Andy Dufresne.
Wife-killing banker. Why'd you do it?
I didn't, since you asked.
Everybody in here is innocent. Did you know that? Hey, what you in here for?
Didn't do it. Lawyer fucked me.
Wow.
I understand you're a man that knows how to get things.
I'm known to locate certain things from time to time.
I wonder if you might get me a rock hammer.
What?
A rock hammer.
What is it and why?
Rock hammer's about 6 or 7 inches long. Looks like a miniature pickaxe.
Pickaxe?
For rocks.
Rocks.
So I'm a rock hound. At least I was in my old life. I'd like to be again on a limited basis.
Or maybe you'd like to sink your toe into somebody's skull.
Yeah.
No, sir. I have no enemies here.
Except for that guy in the shower.
Word gets around. Sisters have taken quite a liking to you.
The sisters.
Dogs.
Don't suppose it would help any if I explained to them I'm not homosexual.
Neither are they. They have to be human first. They don't qualify.
Ouch.
Wow.
Bull queers take by force. That's all they want or understand. I grow eyes in the back of my head.
Well, if there's any trouble, I won't use the rock hammer. Okay?
And I'd guess you want to escape. If I missed something here, it was funny.
You'll understand when you see the rock hammer.
My normal markup's 20%, but this is a specialty item.
How does he get stuff?
This goes up, price goes up.
Does he have a contact? I don't.
10 it is.
Hopefully they show that. That's interesting.
Folks who run this joint love surprise inspections. They find it, you're gonna lose it. Name's Red.
Red.
All right, Red.
Why do they call you that?
Maybe it's because I'm Irish.
All right then. Because I'm
I can see
Irish.
why some of the boys took him for snobby. He had a quiet way about him.
See, I feel like the
Wasn't
movie's
normal
trying to show you that he didn't do it.
Strolled
Yeah, I don't know.
like a man in a park without a care or a worry in the world. I think it would be fair to say I liked Andy from the start.
Move it! Cut! Move it!
That's how they do it. Through the laundry.
Red.
Delivery. A
Yay,
secret-
more cancer.
A secret trade
Yeah.
system.
It will take a man about 600 years to tunnel under the wall with one of these.
It could be used as a weapon though, right?
Oh, that's nice. He has book delivery.
Brooksy. Brooksy's delivering books. Wait. Whoops. These follow shots are making me uneasy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Oh, here we go.
Yikes.
Clock him. Use your fists. Oh
Use
no.
the pick.
Yeah, use the pick.
There you go.
Get this in your eyes, it blinds you. Honey. Hush.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
Oh, no.
I wish I could tell you that Andy fought the good fight.
That's horrible.
Oof.
Things went on like that for a while.
Yikes.
Every so often, Andy would show up with
Ouch.
fresh bruises. The sisters kept at him.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
I do believe those first 2 years were the worst for him.
First 2 years.
And I also believe if things had gone
Wow.
on that way, this place would have got the best of him.
So this big shot lawyer calls me long distance from Texas.
That voice. So
Yeah.
recognizable.
Yep.
Sorry to inform you, but your brother just died.
Oh, damn, Byron. I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not. He was an asshole. Ran off years ago. Figured him for dead anyway. Your brother died a rich man. Close to $1 million. Dumb shit. What do you think the government's gonna do to me?
It's a big wet bite out of my ass.
Taxes.
Barry.
Keep your eyes on your mouth, man. Andy.
Well, all right, you're gonna pay some taxes, but you'll
What was he looking at?
He was listening to the conversation.
Repair, maintenance.
Maybe because he's a. Do they say he was a lawyer? No, he's an accountant. A banker. A banker. He's a banker. So he's gonna like try to give advice, or I don't know.
Hey!
Mr. Hadley, do you trust your wife?
Oh, that's funny.
What?
You're gonna look funnier sucking my dick with no teeth.
What I mean is, do you think she'd go behind your back, try to hamstring you?
Because if you do trust her, there's no reason you can't keep that 35,000. What did you say?
You about to just murder him? Kill another guy?
If you want to keep all that money, give it to your wife. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse for up to $60,000.
Bullshit. Tax-free?
Tax-free. IRS can't touch 1 cent.
What?
Yeah.
Why should I believe a smart banker like you? So I can end up in here with you?
It's perfectly legal. Go ask the IRS. They'll say the same thing. But you do need someone to set up the tax-free gift for you. And that'll cost you. A lawyer, for example. I suppose I could set it up for you. That would save you some money. You get the forms, I'll prepare them for you. 3 beers apiece for each of my co-workers.
Wow.
Co-workers, get him. That's rich, ain't it?
Wow.
What?
What are you Jimmy
That was
staring at?
bold.
Back to work.
Let's go, work.
Oh my goodness.
What the heck?
Good for them.
We sat and drank with the sun on our shoulders and felt like free men. As for Andy, he spent that break hunkered in the shade.
Interesting.
Want a cold one, Andy?
No, thanks. Gave up drinking.
Oh. What the heck?
I think he did it just to feel normal again. if only for a short while.
Wow.
I've been thinking of getting a board together.
Well, hey, you're talking to the right man. I'm the guy that can get things, right?
We might do business on a board. I want to carve the pieces myself. One side in alabaster, the opposing side in soapstone. What do you think?
I think it'll take years.
The years I got. What I don't have are the rocks. Pickings are pretty slim in the yard.
And we getting to be kind of friends, aren't we? Why'd you do it?
I'm innocent, Red. What are you in for?
Murder. Same as you.
Innocent?
Only guilty man in Shawshank. Wait. Here she comes. This is the part I really like, just when she does that shit with her hair.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've seen it 3 times this month.
Gilda.
Me?
God, I love it.
I understand you're a man that knows how to get things.
That's so funny.
They've said that to each other before.
Yeah.
Can you get her?
The actors?
What movie is this? Comment below. Oh, again? Come on.
Stop.
Take a walk.
I gotta change the rear.
I said fuck off!
Wow.
Ain't you gonna scream?
Ooh. That's right.
I'm gonna open my fly, and you're gonna swallow what I give you to swallow.
Anything you put in my mouth, you're gonna lose.
You do that, and I'll put all 8 inches of the steel in your ear.
Ooh.
You should know that sudden serious brain injury causes the victim to bite down hard. In fact, I hear the bite reflex is so strong, they have to pry the victim's jaws open with a crowbar.
Ooh.
Where do you get this shit?
I read it. Not a read. You ignorant fuck.
That's right.
Andy spent a month in the infirmary.
Ah.
Boggs spent a week in the hole.
Whew. This guy's so nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh. Are they gonna get him back? Oh, okay.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Wow.
2 things never happened again after that. The sisters never laid a finger on Andy again, and Boggs never walked again.
Oh my gosh.
To my knowledge, he lived out the rest of his days drinking his food through a straw.
Oh my. How is he allowed to just destroy people?
How is Boggs just allowed to destroy people?
Well, I know. But
What goes around comes around, right?
No, I mean just legally. He's just killing people. and, like,
Right. Yes, I understand that. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like things would not be like that in prisons today.
I have
don't think.
I have no idea.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
ignorant. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I am ignorant.
I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to prison life.
But you would think there's like laws against this stuff.
There is laws.
Despite a few hitches, the boys came through in fine style. We had enough rock saved up to keep him busy till rapture. Also got a big shipment in that week. Cigarettes, and of course, the most important item, Rita Hayworth herself.
Oh, a poster? Welcome back. Rita Hayworth. It's so funny how like there's like actresses from the 20th century that you never hear about anymore, you know? Because it's like a totally different age.
What about all those rocks? That's kind of rude, guys.
Any favorite passages?
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh.
Yeah.
Mark 13:35.
It all fits.
Always like that one. But I prefer, I'm the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, shall have the light of life.
John chapter 8, verse 12.
I hear you're good with numbers. Man should have a skill.
Want to explain this?
It's called a rock blanket for shaping and polishing rocks.
Can't say I approve of this, but I suppose exceptions can be made.
They like him.
Well, he takes it.
I almost forgot. I hate to deprive you of this. Salvation lies within.
Yes, sir.
Dawson's sales was just an excuse. Truth is, Norton wanted to size Andy up.
You enjoy working in the laundry?
No, sir, not especially.
Perhaps we can find something more befitting a man of your education.
He's rising the ranks, right?
Hey, Jake, where's Brooks?
Jake is grown.
I thought I heard you out here.
Yeah, wow.
Been reassigned to you.
Well, I'll give you the dime tour.
Brooks, how long have you been librarian?
Come here on '05, and they made me
World War
librarian
II
in
just ended.
1912.
And in all that time, have you ever had an assistant?
No, not much to it, really. It'd be nice to have some company down here for a change. That's the one.
Hello.
I'm Deacons. I was thinking about maybe setting up some kind of trust fund for my kids' education.
Wow.
Asking him bank advice.
Well, why don't we have a seat and talk it over?
Would a pencil be a weapon? I don't know. It is for the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Yeah. I feel like regulations are probably more strict now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
That's my guess.
I have no.
You want your sons to go to Harvard or Yale?
Maybe it depends on certain sections.
Well,
of the
yeah, I'm
prison
sure.
Too, right?
Yeah, there's higher
Like if you're in this
security.
wing, certain things are available.
Areas.
Yeah.
How about expanding the library, get some new books in there?
Gonna ask for something. Ask for pool table. How do you expect to do that?
Ask the warden for funds. Perhaps I could write the state senate and request funds directly from them. I'll write a letter a week. They can't ignore me forever.
Sure can. But you write your letters if it makes you happy. I'll even mail them for you.
So Andy started writing a letter a week.
Good on him.
Andy got no answers. The following April, Andy did tax returns for half the guards.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
After that, he did them all, including the wardens. Year after that,
That's
Andy
wild.
scheduled-
That must give him such a feeling of normalcy. You know what I mean? That he's able to do some legitimate work that is part of his
People respect him for
yeah,
his
and
job.
part of his skill set and stuff. And he has a purpose. The letters and the petitions.
Andy, it's Brooks.
Oh no.
Stay back, guys. I'm gonna kill him like I'm trying.
Why?
Wait a minute. What's he done to you?
That's what they done.
You know why you're not going to hurt him? Because he's a friend of yours and because Brooks Hadlin is a reasonable man.
That's right. Is that right, guys?
Yes. So put the knife down.
It's the only way they let me stay.
Oh my gosh.
This poor old man.
All right. I didn't do nothing. I come in here to say fairly well.
Oh my
But you
gosh.
heard his parole come through.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave.
That's so sad.
Don't understand what happened.
He doesn't want to leave because what's for him out there, right?
I heard you
Wow.
had you sitting in your pants.
That's crazy.
Knock it off. Just institutionalized. The man's been in here 50 years, Haywood.
Well, all through the wars and everything.
In here, he's an important man. Outside, he's nothing. But I'm telling you, these walls are funny. First you hate them, then you get used to them. Enough time passes, gets so you depend on them. That's institutionalized.
Hmm.
Send you here for life, that's exactly what they take. Part that counts, anyway.
I can't take care of you no more, Jake.
This is so sad.
Yeah.
You're gone now. You're free.
Jake. Poor guy.
50 years, man. So if he's 70 there, he went in when he was 20.
Spent his whole life in there,
Yeah.
pretty much. What's society gonna do with him? Probably doesn't even have any family.
Dear fellas, I can't believe how fast things move on the outside.
It's a whole different world.
Yeah.
He doesn't even. That's crazy.
The world
Imagine
went and got itself in a big damn hurry.
That's for sure.
you go into this place for your whole life, and then you come out and the world is just completely different.
Yeah.
That's gotta be so weird. You don't recognize anything.
Parole board.
It's like you
got
time
me into
travel.
this. I try to keep up, but my hands hurt most of the time.
Last time he didn't double bag and the bottom near came out.
Make sure you double bag like the lady says, understand?
Yes, sir. Sometimes
Oh.
after work, I go to the park and feed the birds. I keep thinking Jake might just show up and say hello.
Oh my gosh.
But he never does.
Jake.
I don't like it here. I'm tired of being afraid all the time.
I doubt they'll kick up any fuss.
Oh
Crook
no.
like me.
Oh, buddy, wait. No. Oh. 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 That's so sad.
I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me.
Brooks.
P.S. Tell Hayward I'm sorry I put a knife to his throat.
That was intense. What a sequence.
What's all this?
You tell me, fuckstick, they're all addressed to you.
Dear Mr. Dufresne, in response to your repeated inquiries, the state has allocated the enclosed funds for your library project. In addition, the library district has generously responded with a charitable donation of used books and sundries. We trust this will fill your needs. We now consider the matter closed. Please stop sending us letters.
I want all this cleared up before the warden gets back.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
If only Brooks could be here to see this.
It only took 6 years.
6 years. Oh my god.
Now you better get all this stuff out of here like the captain said. I'm gonna go pinch a loaf. When I come back, this is all gone, all right?
That was such a wild sequence with Brooks. The way that they did that.
Andy, do you hear that?
What is he doing?
He's gonna play it over the loudspeaker? What?
You think that's what that is? Wow. All this hard work, though. He's going to get in trouble for it, right?
Everyone likes him.
Yeah. I don't know.
He gave everyone a moment of peace.
I have no idea to this day what those two Italian ladies were singing about. Some things are best left unsaid. I tell you, those voices soared.
It was like some beautiful bird flapped into our fabulous cage and made those walls with all away.
And for the briefest of moments, every last man at Shawshank felt free. It pissed the warden off something awful.
Open the door. Open it up! Turn that off!
Oof.
I am warning you, Dufresne. Turn that off!
Turn it up! Huh. Oh
He's
no.
got a little bit of crazy in him.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Andy got 2 weeks in jail for that little stunt.
On your feet.
Hey, look who's here.
Maestro.
Maestro.
That's the beauty of music. They can't get that from you. Haven't you ever felt that way about music?
I played a mean harmonica as a younger man. Lost interest in it, though. Didn't make much sense in here.
Here's where it makes the most sense. You need it so you don't forget. There are places in the world that aren't made out of stone. That there's something inside they can't get to, that they can't touch.
What are you talking about?
Hope.
Let me tell you something, my friend. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can drive a man insane. It's got no use on the inside. You better get used to that idea.
Like Brooks did?
Wow.
Here, little parole rejection present.
Harmonica. That's what it's going to be.
Had to go through one of your competitors. I hope you don't mind. I wanted to be a surprise.
It's very pretty, Andy.
You gonna play it?
Not right now.
Surely by the end of the movie, though. Right? Right, guys?
Feels right.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Marilyn.
Marilyn. There we go.
Just a little.
Just a note. Just a note.
Just a little bloop.
Treasure Island.
Fiction, adventure.
I got here auto repair and soap carving.
Trade skills and hobbies. Goes under education. Stack behind you.
They're all getting older.
Yeah.
They'll need glasses.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
year Kennedy was shot.
Brooks Library.
Our inmates, properly supervised, will be put to work outside these walls at a bare minimum of expense to Mr. and Mrs. John Q. Taxpayer.
This keeps up, you're gonna put me out of business.
Oh my goodness.
This pool of slave labor you got, you can underbid any contractor in town. And we go back a long way. I need this new highway contract. I don't get it, and I go under. That's a fact. Just have some of this fine pie my missus made specially for you.
Seems to me I already got my boys committed elsewhere. You be sure and thank Maisie for this fine.
And behind every shady deal,
Behind every dollar earned, there was Andy.
Wow.
2 deposits.
So twisted.
Hmm.
Of course. It's behind the... Right. It ain't subtle at all. The safe is behind the... It's great framing of the character.
Want the rest of this? Woman can't bake with shit.
Thank you, sir. A river of dirty money running through this place. Channel it.
He cooks the books. He launders it.
Made him a millionaire.
I know you're good, Andy, but all that paper leaves a trail. It's gonna lead to something.
Sure it is, but not to me.
Oh.
But who is he?
He's a phantom, an apparition. Second cousin to Harvey the Rabbit. I conjured him out of thin air. He doesn't exist, except on paper.
You can't just make a person up.
Sure you can. Mr. Stevens has a birth certificate, driver's license, social security number. If they ever trace any of those accounts, they're gonna wind up chasing a figment of my imagination. On the outside, I was an honest man, straight as an arrow. I had to come to prison to be a crook.
What's all this?
New guys.
Oh.
The next batch.
Yeah, here we go.
Tommy Williams came to Shawshank in 1965 on a 2-year stretch for B&E.
Hey, come on, old boys! Move it like molasses!
It's weird sideburns.
We liked him immediately.
So are we in the 50s now?
Hey.
Because it's been 10 years? Over 10 years? 57?
I think we're in the 60s at this point.
60s?
He
Yeah,
mentioned when
because
Kennedy
time
was
is... Because that was
shot.
even a while ago. Yeah, okay.
When was Kennedy shot?
Yeah, in the 60s. Oh, you're right. Yeah, we're way past that. Okay. Yeah, it's been a lot of time.
You don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
Yeah, well, what the hell you know about it, Capone?
As it turned out, Tommy had himself a young wife and a new baby girl. Something lit a fire under that boy's ass.
Just thinking maybe trying for my high school equivalency here. You helped a couple fellas with that.
Don't waste time on losers, Tommy.
I ain't no goddamn loser.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Because if we do this, we do it all the way. 100%. Nothing half-assed.
Thing is, see,
I can't read.
don't read so good.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll get to that. R-R-S-S-T.
So Andy took Tommy under his wing, started walking him through his ABCs.
Wow.
Tommy took to it pretty well, too. He really liked the kid. Gave him a thrill to help a youngster crawl off the shit heap.
And that is so many little
Now he
carvings.
needed a new project.
a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. By 1966, right about the time Tommy was getting ready to take his exam,
It was lovely Raquel.
There hasn't been one woman in this, like, except for like the people at the grocery store in that one scene, and then the wife at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like character, I mean.
Well,
It's crazy that we take for granted how many people can read
Yeah.
today.
Seriously.
That, like, in the past century, like, there was so much less literacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you how the goddamn score comes out. 2 points right there. There's your goddamn score.
Wow.
A little tantrum there.
Yeah. I mean, people are still illiterate today. Like,
Of
there's
course,
lots-
I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was a lot more common,
Yeah.
especially like the first half of the 20th century.
Yeah, that's
that, like, there were so many people who, like, a lot of people did not.
Yeah.
Feel bad. Let him down. What's he in here for anyway?
Murder.
The hell you say?
Wouldn't think it to look at the guy. Thought his wife in bed with some golf pro. Greased them both.
Ouch.
What?
About 4 years ago, I was in Thomaston on a 2 to 3 stretch.
Are you thinking what I'm
Twitchy
thinking?
Fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of roomy you pray you don't get. You know what I'm saying? Said he pulled hundreds of jobs. People gave him shit. That's how he put it. So one night, like a joke, I say to him, I say, yeah, Elmo, who'd you kill? So he says,
got me this job one time, bussing tables at a country club. So I pick out this guy, go in one night, and do his place. So I killed him. Him and this tasty bitch he was with. Rixie is golf pro, but she's married some other guy. Some hotshot banker. And he's the one they pinned it on.
What? No! What?
I have to say, that's the most amazing story I ever heard.
You're not gonna believe it.
I know.
What amazes me most is you were taken in by it. It's obvious this fellow Williams is impressed with you. He's young, not terribly bright, not surprising.
Oh my goodness.
State he put you in.
So he's telling the truth.
Well, let's say for the moment this Blatch does exist. You think he'd just fall to his knees and cry, "Yes, I did it, I confess."
You know that wouldn't matter. With Tommy's testimony, I can get a new trial. It's a chance, isn't it? Couldn't you be so obtuse?
What did you call me?
Obtuse? Is it deliberate?
Son, you're forgetting yourself.
The country club will have his old town club.
Records, W-2s with his name on them.
Refrain. If you want to indulge this fantasy, that's your business.
Sir, if I were
Wow.
to ever get out, I would never mention what goes on in here. I'd be just as indictable as you for laundering that money.
Don't you ever mention money to me again, you sorry son of a bitch.
Wow.
Sir, I didn't...
Solitary, a month.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
What's the matter with you? It's my life! Don't you understand? It's my life!
Get him out! Get him out!
A month in the hole.
I thought he
It's the longest
followed the
damn
good
stretch
Lord.
I ever heard of.
What you got? Board of Education.
Son of a bitch mailed it.
Like you did. You're gonna open it, you're gonna stand there with your thumb up your butt.
Thumb up my butt sounds better. Hey, Ski, come on, give me that. Come on, will you throw that away, please?
Well, shit.
Kid passed. C+ average. Thought you'd like to know.
Good man.
So depressing. Oh my gosh.
Warden wants to talk.
Right here?
That's what the man said.
Warden?
Tommy? I'm asking you to keep this conversation.
I think he doesn't want to lose his launderer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he made himself too useful at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
We got a situation here. Right thing to do. Sometimes it's hard to know what that is. I need to
Sometimes
know
it's not.
If I'm going to move on this, there can't be the least little shred of doubt. I have to know if what you told Dufresne was the truth.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Would you be willing to swear before a judge and jury, having placed your hand on the good book and taken an oath before Almighty God himself?
Just give me that chance.
You just put a target on your back.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
He's gonna ship him off somewhere. That took a turn I was not expecting.
When I said that, I didn't mean it literally. Oh, man.
Dang, he just got so dark.
I'm sure by now you've heard.
How are they going to explain it?
Man that young, less than a year to go.
Oh.
To escape.
Oh, my gosh.
Truly did. We just have to put it behind us.
And he had a little child.
That's horrible.
Oh.
Everything stops. Get someone else to run your scams.
Nothing stops. Nothing.
This man is a monster.
No more protection from the guards. I'll pull you out of that one bunk Hilton and cast you down with the sodomites. You'll think you've been fucked by a train.
Oh, my gosh.
And the library? Gone. Sealed off, brick by brick.
Monster.
There's a little barbecue in the yard. I see the flames for miles. Or am I being obtuse?
The true villain.
Another month.
Oh no. Wow, that's horrible. He's so depressed.
That was insane.
She was beautiful. Just didn't know how to show it, that's all. I drove her away. And that's why she died, because of me.
That don't make you a murderer. Bad husband, maybe. Feel bad about it if you want to, but you didn't pull the trigger.
You think you'll ever get out of here?
one day, when I got a long white beard and 2 or 3 marbles rolling around upstairs, they let me out.
Shawshank Hill, Mexico. That's where I want to live the rest of my life. Warm place with no memory. Open up a little hotel right on the beach. Buy some worthless old boat and fix it up new. A place like that, I could use a man that knows how to get things.
I don't think I could make it on the outside, Andy. I've been in here most of my life. I'm an institutional man now. It's like Brooks was.
Wow.
In here, I'm the guy who can get things for you, sure, but outside, all you need is the yellow pages.
Whatever mistakes I made, I paid for them and then some.
I mean, Mexico is way the hell down there, and you're in here, and that's the way it is.
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying. Got a long rock wall, the big oak tree at the north end. If you ever get out, find that spot. At the base of that wall, you'll find a rock that has no earthly business in a Maine hayfield.
What's buried under there?
To pry it up, to see.
Are you okay?
That's fine during the day, but at night he's got that cell all to himself.
Oh, Lord. He asked me for a length of rope.
Rope?
6 feet long. And you gave it to him. Sure I did. Why wouldn't I? How was I supposed to know?
I don't know.
He said, "Get busy living or get busy dying."
Every man has his breaking point.
Lickety split. Want to get home.
Hate this guy.
Yeah, he's the worst. He's the worst of the worst.
Nasty man.
So many hateable characters in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your deposits tonight.
My stuff down the laundry. Shine my shoes. I want them looking like mirrors.
Ew.
Good having you back, Andy.
Shut up.
Place wasn't the same without you.
Freak. He looks so upset all the time.
Yeah.
Don't go like this.
I've had some long nights in stir, alone in the dark with nothing but your thoughts. That was the longest night of my life.
Man missing on tier 2, cell 245. Get your ass out here, boy. You're holding up the show. Damn it, Dufresne, you're putting me behind.
Did he escape?
Oh, my holy God.
He gave him his shoes.
Did he freaking take his shoes?
Shut up.
I want every man on this cell block questioned.
What the heck? How? Wait, but how? I
What
don't.
do you mean he just wasn't here? Don't say that to me, Haig. Am I blind, Haig?
No, sir.
Just obtuse.
I see you two all the time. You're thick as thieves, you are. He must have said something. Nothing left but some damn rocks on the windowsill. Maybe she knows. What say you there, fuzzy britches? Feel like talking? One big damn conspiracy.
Screw you, man.
The Rock just went through the. The Rock just went through the poster.
You're kidding.
No.
He's been tunneling for years.
What the heck?
With his tiny pickaxe?
Andy Dufresne escaped from Shawshank Prison.
All they found with him was another set of prison clothes, a bar of soap, and an old rock hammer.
Oh my gosh.
I remember
That's
thinking
iconic.
it took a man 600 years to tunnel through the wall.
Legend.
Iconic.
Oh my gosh. Is that how he started it?
With his name?
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. How did he keep that
Oh, Andy
hidden?
loved geology. I imagine it appealed to his meticulous nature. Geology is the study of pressure and time. That's all it takes, really. Pressure and time. That and a big goddamn poster.
Wow, that's insane.
Like I said, in prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Turns out, Andy's favorite hobby was toting his wall out into the exercise yard.
Yeah, I was about to ask where did all the rocks
A
go?
handful at a
After Tommy
time.
was killed, Andy decided he'd been here just about long enough.
Look at me split. Want to get home?
I was actually gonna ask that. I was like, where the heck did all the rock material go?
Crazy.
Oh, damning evidence. That's got to be what this is. Come on.
Yes.
Andy did like he was told. Buffed those shoes to a high mirror shine.
And he took his seat.
Of course he did.
The guard simply didn't notice. Neither did I. I mean, seriously. How often do you really look at a man's shoes?
Wow.
Genius.
So genius.
It's like my time has come.
Oh my gosh.
That's so stressful.
How did he do it?
Wow. Perfect that there's a storm.
Yeah. It's perfect timing. Does he climb through the pipe?
Why did it explode and now it's mostly
Oh my
empty?
gosh. Is this a sewage pipe?
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness I can't
Oh my
imagine.
gosh.
That's the length of 5 football fields. Just shy of half a mile.
That's perfect.
Dang. Legend. That's just how he smuggled them. Yeah! Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Freedom!
Oh, that's beautiful.
A man nobody ever laid eyes on before strolled into the Maine National Bank. Until that moment, he didn't exist.
Oh, the fake man.
Paper.
May I help you?
What?
And the signature was a spot-on match.
He's played the long game.
Sorry to be losing your business.
Genius.
Hope you'll enjoy living abroad.
I'm sure I will.
Here's your cashier's check, sir. Will there
He
be
took
a-
all his money.
Please, could you add this to your outgoing?
Oh my gosh.
So satisfying.
And that has like all evidence to like.
All told, he blew town with better than $370,000.
No.
Yeah, corruption, murder at Shawshank. That's it. And here come the sirens. Oh, that's perfect.
His judgment cometh in that right
Yes.
soon.
Oh, it's so perfect.
Take that, idiot. Fool. Yeah, maybe you should read that.
Yes.
Savage.
It came in a book. Or it came in the. Yes. Oh my gosh.
It was in the book of Exodus.
That's amazing.
It's a genius. Oh, they reported the murders.
Yes.
Oh my
I
gosh.
wasn't there to see it, but I hear Byron Hadley started sobbing like a little girl.
Of course he did. No way.
No. Oh,
Oh no.
you're just gonna take them out? As many as you can?
What the heck is he doing? Are you for real?
He's a crazy man. What do you think you're gonna accomplish? Oh
Yeah.
god.
That's what you're calling. Yeah.
Well.
I like to think the last thing that went through his head
His judgment cometh.
was to wonder how the hell Andy Dufresne ever got the best of him.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I got a postcard in the mail. It was blank, but the postmark said Fort Hancock, Texas. Fort Hancock, right on the border. That's where Andy crossed. It always makes me laugh. Andy Dufresne.
Oh my god.
That's wild.
Look at him go.
Shit and came out clean on the other side, headed for the Pacific.
Wow.
Please sit down. Your files say you served 40 years of a life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated? You know, I don't have any idea what that means.
Well, it means you're ready to rejoin society.
I know what you think it means, Sonny. To me, it's just a made-up word. What do you really want to know? Am I sorry for what I did?
Well, are you?
There's not a day goes by I don't feel regret. I look back on the way I was then, a young, stupid kid who committed that terrible crime. I want to talk to him. I want to try to talk some sense to him. That kid's long gone. This old man is all that's left. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give a shit.
Well, that's all we needed here. That was his first real speech.
Yeah.
He's BSing this whole time.
Approved.
There you go.
Of course.
Hey, he doesn't even have a long white beard.
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
What? He gets the same room? That's crazy. And the same job.
Restroom break, boss?
You don't need to ask me every time you need to go take a piss. Just go, understand?
Oh.
Wow.
40 years I've been asking permission to piss.
Wow.
There's a harsh truth to face. No way I'm gonna make it on the outside. All I do anymore is think of ways to break my parole. So maybe they'd send me back. Terrible thing to live in fear. Brooks Hadlin knew it. Knew it all too well. All I want is to be back where things make sense. Only one thing stops me. A promise I made to Andy.
What if he told him that to give him hope?
Yeah.
To give him something to live for?
Yeah. There's the oak. Big old tree. Time capsule? Looks like a little lunch pail.
He was gonna bury it there in the future.
Yeah.
He hadn't done it.
Oh, man.
It was part of his plan. he's
You're
a
red.
he's a mad
If you're
genius.
reading this, you've gotten out.
What?
And if you've come this far, maybe you're willing to come a little further.
What?
You remember the name of the town, don't you?
Say what's in there.
I could use a good man to help me get my project on
No
wheels.
way.
I'll keep an eye out for you. Hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies.
What a pal.
For the second time in my life, I'm guilty of committing a crime.
I find I'm so excited I can barely sit still or hold a thought in my head. A free man at the start of a long journey, whose conclusion is uncertain. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand.
Wow, what a film.
It was not a war movie.
No, it wasn't. It was a war against wolf in sheep's clothing.
It's based on a novel. By
Yeah, it
Stephen
is.
King.
Okay, gotcha.
Wow.
He normally does horror.
Yeah, it's not what I would expect.
1994.
You can tell. It's got that feel-good essence of the 90s.
Yeah.
They don't build movies like that anymore.
No, they don't build them.
No, they're built different.
They're built different back in the day.
Honestly, like post like 2010, mid 2010s, just movie quality just.
There have been good movies.
There have been outliers, but like generally downhill. I'm just saying.
There's just who's the director? Frank Darabont. I feel like there's a very specific style of this era. I was getting Forrest Gump vibes so hard because of the narration and the passing through time.
I got that
You
vibe
know?
like pretty close to the beginning.
Right. Yeah. So he made it out. Like that's so crazy.
That was so legendary. He's such a crazy genius.
I appreciate how non-cynical movies of this era are, you know?
Yes.
Like the fact that he got out, it could have been worse. He could have died.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But no, it's that he got out. You know? It could have been more depressing, but it
he
ended
left
up
hope for someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, he was able to pull him out with him.
It really is. I mean, it's a sign of the times. Like, it's just movies are shaped by their culture, and like we live in a much more cynical culture, so like we don't really get movies like that
Yeah.
very much anymore.
Right,
It's like,
true.
you know,
Yeah.
it's all just post-apocalyptic vibes. And
Man, I'm glad that I'm watching this now and that I hadn't seen it before. I feel like I've seen so many classic movies of this kind of type, such as Forrest Gump, for example. And I'm not comparing it in subject matter to Forrest Gump. It's more stylistically, you know, the idea of kind of a long, heartfelt story,
slow,
kind of slow paced, but you know, there's a lot of hardship for a character who is willing to work through it and see the good and like better the people around him, right? And I'm glad that I was able to experience it with you, you know, seeing this for the first time. So yeah,
there were a lot of different like topics that were explored, and
so
like,
many topics. Yeah.
And then like typology wise or like archetype wise, it was like reminiscent of the story of Joseph, the biblical story where he gets sent to prison for a crime he didn't commit, and then he rises up the ranks, and everyone loves him because he does a good job at everything he does.
Takes a little bit of a turn there though, but yeah.
I'm just saying there's a lot of that like kind of
I was
story.
thinking about what are some of the underlying themes, as you said, archetypical themes. One would be something like that. Something else would be that kind of wolf in sheep's clothing type of villain. You know, the one who is...
He seems like the nice guy compared to the cop in the beginning.
Oh, right. But the cop's his underling.
Yes.
But the thing is, when it comes to an archetype like that, sometimes I feel like it can be a little much. It can feel kind of obvious in the beginning, like a Dolores Umbridge type of character, you know, like, yes, order and peace and yes, but actually you're a tyrant, you're an authoritarian, you're a dictator, you don't care about anyone but yourself, right? But I felt like it was done really tastefully in this. Like it didn't feel like oh brother, you know what I mean? But yeah, it all boils down to the money. It all boils down to how can he...
Corruption and greed.
Yeah, corruption and greed. I mean, ideology shapes everything, but it was about kind of that carnal desire for money and greed, you know what I mean?
The part with the opera music got me.
Yeah, what was it about that got you?
When he was narrating about how it kind of gave them a glimpse of eternal beauty and
how life should be.
Captured them.
Yeah.
For a second, and like said something about dulling the gray walls that surrounded them, and like they could see beyond for a second.
Yeah.
And that kind of connects to what Andy was saying about how music is like that. It's connected to something inside you that nothing can touch. That is... no one can take away, connected to, you know, the soul. The idea that there's something deeper,
transcendent
inside every person that is, transcendent.
That's not material.
And not material, that is captivated by beautiful things. And good things never die. Like,
as he said.
That like...
yeah, hope is a good thing.
Hold on to hope. And like,
yes.
The music like reminded them all of that sort of essence for a second.
Yeah, I found it, I asked why, because I wonder how many reactors respond emotionally to that and not some of the more overtly emotional scenes, like the...
Because I did.
Like the old man. Yeah, you responded to that. Whereas I feel like it's more obvious that, you know, the emotionally reactive scene would be something like when, you know, Brooks committed suicide or things like that, or the escape, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love it when movies do that. It seems like the point of the film is not at the most important part. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But you can unveil kind of the central theme in almost a hidden way, you know, like the kind of scene that video essayists will go back and, you know, analyze and say, this is the point at which you get the whole kind of idea of the film.
Mm.
And I think that might be it, you know, like the idea of the steel, concrete, corrupted institution that they're in. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, like all of that can become transparent and you can see past it.
Red said at the beginning that he almost had a coat on that protected him from everything, that he was
Right.
he walked as though he was beyond this like reality kind of. And I think that's so beautiful because everyone can learn from that's like a real possibility.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'd love to get people's comments about prison in general.
Tell us about prison.
Well, it's one of those things where I'm not too familiar with prison and prison stuff. So
prison stuff.
Well, I guess I'm just saying that, like, how realistic, how relatable, even since it's more of a piece that, you know, takes place historically, like in the last 100 years, it's not current day. Because we were saying, man, when he beat that guy to death at the beginning, we were just like, that's not how things work. Like, no one.
Where's the checks and balances?
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, is that how things work? Obviously, I'm sure things happen all the time on a regular basis, but do they go for so long? Like there was 2 decades before there was actual justice, you know, brought against. So
don't they have inspectors and like?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. That was interesting. Maybe because it is taking place historically, that's not the case. That sort of stuff is not the case.
Like that's the kind of stuff that they write new laws to protect against.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I was saying, like, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe. It is wild though how we all recognize that as corruption, you know what I mean, like in even more old times, a few hundred years ago, I feel like prisons were way more harsh even then, you know what I mean? So it's like there is this progression of how we see our felons, you know what I mean, how we see the people or cons,
well, even
as
like
they said
it's different all over the world, you know.
Right,
There's
right,
places
exactly,
with no
exactly.
laws at
Yes.
all, like this kind of stuff.
Right. So I feel like maybe this movie does something to help the idea of seeing people in prison as continuing to be people. You know what I mean? I think for the outside, humanizing them.
You spend your whole life in prison, and then like, how are you supposed to like go out into the world? And
yeah, that was a big one too. The idea of people who have been inmates in the past, but are now somehow trying to be reintegrated into society, are perhaps somewhat institutionalized, and you know the issues dealing with that. And yeah, kind of the BS of the word, like, are you rehabilitated, right? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
You know, as though it's like a switch that could turn on and off, right? That's not the case. Like rehabilitation is integration into community, into society, to be a member of society with purpose and with meaning and with intention. Not just freedom. Like, it's like the idea of like, oh, we just give you your rights back, or certain rights back. We give you your freedom. And then like you have everything you need to operate.
Like,
and it's like you have nothing. All your community and purpose and society is back in there.
In many ways, they're still in prison.
Yeah.
In their mind.
Well, they're in a new prison. It's like, that's why they want to go back, because it's more free. That's just so wild to think about that. True freedom is found in community. So you can be like, it's not in being an individual, it's in being a member of something. That's what true freedom is, because people, as showcased in the movie,
that's why
leave their community, leave their family, and that's the genuine prison. That is the whirlwind of life that they can't, and fear and doubt and anxiety that leads them to either want to. They're like, you've separated me off from my community now, in my sense of purpose and my sense of belonging. So, you know what I mean? Like, we need that sense of integration and belonging into something that's bigger than ourselves.
It's almost like the real prison was when they went to solitary because they had no.
Right. Yeah. That's what makes it so horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, great filmmaking. Filmmaking.
Epic twist ending.
Yeah.
It was cool.
You liked that a lot?
Yeah, it was satisfying.
Yeah.
I love a good wholesome story. It's a satisfying ending. Seeing the bad guy get his justice, and
Yeah.
hope they had a good life in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, a reminder how important community is, having a purpose in your life, no matter what you're doing, holding on to hope,
And something beyond.
not giving in to despair.
Something beyond the walls, right?
Mm-hmm. It's very good.
I'm tired.
It's 1 a.m.
Yeah, let's wrap up. This is a good way to end the day.
Well, guys, that was a great time. Thanks for watching with us as we experience this with you guys. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. You can get the full-length uncut reaction on our Patreon, as well as support the channel and be involved in choosing what we watch next. So go check out our Patreon, and we will see you next time.
See you then.